So we're going to talk about different plays you can make on Mirage. So I'm going to start off with a pretty common play that I make on T side. It's where I have one of my teammates smoke top mid. I'll throw this connector molly, and then I'll jump out to the left and flash cat and jump through my smoke and look window. So what I'm doing here is that this connector guy, a lot of people like to throw this smoke like that to create a one-way. So I'm hoping that ideally he throws this smoke so I can sit here and lurk in the smoke. And usually while I'm doing this play at mid, I'll have my team throwing A smokes or doing something else. But you can even do this on a normal mid control where you just molly connector, flash cat, jump onto the mid ramp, and see if you can surprise this opper here. Some operators do like post up here, so you could get caught. But the idea of this is basically for you to get connector control fast and maybe kill this window guy. So if he doesn't peek you window, you can just sneak into connector here. And then the alternative to this is smoking top mid, and then instead of mollying connector, molly window. So molly window through your smoke, flash cat, and then you can sort of rush connector like this and clear connector, and your window is mollied. So that's like a fast mid control play that you can make on T side.
I got somebody watch your out. Good.
Oh,
I think there's gonna be oops.
Please don't die purple.
We should do it fast, so tarik, we should do it now.
do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it! One's triple dead.
I'm blind.
It worked! Oh, never mind, didn't work. If you're playing against like a good opera though, this guy here might catch you. Another way you can mix that up is also if your teammate's smoking top mid, you come up behind your top mid smoke and you still throw this volley, but then you throw like a deeper smoke like this, and then you flash cat and you sort of run up behind your smoke right here, you look cat and you try to like jump up right here. And this is a play that I'll make, like you'll see me, where I try to smoke cat, but instead of cat splitting, because that's what it looks like from here, you flash this guy cat when you're running up, clear it, and then try to get up onto this railing over here and jump into window and flank this guy A. So when you're making these plays, ideally you want to have your teammates going towards A, but this is also like something you can do with your team. So like let's say you're doing like a connector split to A and you want to fake the B split, you'll throw this and also this, and your teammates can molly window, and the molly would obviously be in the start, like before you run up, and they can run up connector, and at the same time you're faking the cat split, so you're flashing cat and clearing that and then jumping into window, and you have like a sandwich here. So those are like a couple of things you can do at mid.
He's at right side mark, right side window.
Connect. In the corner connector was off. Dude, are you kidding? What a shot. And connect. That was
Nice.
that.
I'm gonna pay.
So there's two things I want to show at A ramp. So commonly CTs smoke A ramp, and this is like the smoke you'll see. So depending on how deep or how close this smoke is to you, you can lurk through the smoke, and it's actually pretty effective because usually people aren't staring like directly into the right side of the smoke. So if the smoke lands like, and you notice it lands like right around here, you have a chance of crouching out to the left like this. And this is like a get right lurk actually. This is something that he does where you can crouch out for the left side of the smoke, because usually they're not staring at the right side. And you can crouch out and you're on the left here, and you can sort of just pop out like this and search for an easy kill like this. Ideally you want your team throwing mid nades while you make a play like this, because you want them to distract while you walk out from ramp. So you can like pop out to the left of the smoke, see if you see anyone, and then if you don't, you can just walk out slowly and try to find the A guy, and maybe even potentially flank the connector guy. And then another like lurk smoke you can throw at ramp that you can use is you crouch next to this wood, you get yourself into the corner, crouch, and you aim just to the right of this plank over here. And this is gonna create a one-way for you that you can use. So you throw this smoke a few seconds after their ramp smoke lands. So ideally, this smoke is fading, and then a few seconds later, this smoke is blooming. So you have like a little opening in this area. You're behind this smoke, you walk up and you're covered, and you get behind this smoke and you have a little one-way over here to the left side. Then you can see default, and you have either two options here. You have the option of jumping up and seeing if you can find the guy's sight or spawn, and if you're feeling risky, like going all the way up. But for the most part, you're gonna find someone either default or CT, or you can literally just walk through the right of this smoke and walk into sandwich and just sit there and see what happens. And depending on how the round plays out, you can wait or you can try to flank connector. So that's like another 2 plays you can make over at A ramp.
One window. Wow, that worked.
That window.
Jungle?
One mid connector.
Nice, one more connector.
The stuff I'm showing you right now is like sort of solo plays you can make. You can introduce it into your team strategies, but I'm like mainly for pugs. I feel like this kind of stuff would be good. Alright, now CT side plays. CT side. So I'll start off with like one play that people will see me do pretty frequently that I don't do too often, but usually on defaults for teams, they always throw this top mid smoke. And if I'm a CT and I have the spawn closest to window, which is right about here, I'll instantly jump into window, make the jump into cat, and fall right away and try to walk into this mid smoke. And I'll use my radar at this point and I'll just sit in here. And while I'm doing this, I have my opper that's playing window trying to cover me. So he's like opping right here, watching if they run through cat. And I have my connector player also come connector and just like spam the smoke. And like make a shit ton of noise for me, and even the cat player, like if they can like throw a flash or something. And I'm having like all these window guys and connector guys shoot and make a shit ton of noise. And meanwhile, I'm sitting in this smoke and I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity to flank. So you basically sit inside the smoke and use your sound cue to know when they get past you, or it's safe for you to just walk out to the left like this and try to flank them, because they're not going to expect you inside this smoke. Another play you can make with this window jump is if you have an op, ideally, break the vent and jump up here, and hold cat from here. So the reason this is good is because you get to cat so quick that these players crossing mid won't expect you there, and you might get a free kill. So that's something that's a bit more easy. The only hard part of these two things is just making this jump. And the only advice I would give to you for that is just make sure you run on this windowsill, and the jump is really easy. Like whenever I do it, I always take like, I just failed it. I always take like a step or two on this windowsill, and then I jump crouch out. Yeah, it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. So another play you can make as a CT. So if you have an op and you have a really good A spawn, there's 2 plays you can make. One of the plays being you get a smoke and you throw a bad smoke ramp so it's deep like that. And this makes the enemy think that you smoked ramp, but in reality you threw a bad smoke and you're holding a gap on the right. So the enemy is going to be trying to walk by right here thinking that this smoke is good, and you're going to get a free kill because they don't expect you there. So that's one way you can abuse your smoke. Another way you can make a play with an op if you have this good A spawn is if you run to halls. And the quick way to get up there is by jumping off this box. And you underhand the smoke like this. And you just op in front of it. So what this does is that this guy halls, if he's coming, he hears the smoke and he's thinking, oh, they smoked halls, there's no one here, and he's just jumping around. But in reality, you're waiting here in front of the smoke and you're catching them off guard. So you can even do this with a rifle if you wanted, but obviously with an op it's easier. That's how you can sort of trick the enemy with your smokes.
Run out 5 minutes. They threw the smoke. They could be pushing you either.
I whiffed.
Too close to the peak.
It would have worked. It would have worked. So one more play that you can make on CT side. Okay, I'm gonna show you 2 ways to get upper B control with an op. Okay. So one way is pretty simple. You just throw this flash, and you jump up with it, and you peek off of that flash. So what this is doing is that if there's an opper posted here, you're throwing that flash and it's blinding him, and that second you're peeking with it. So you just bounce it off this window with an op, stay turned, and jump up with it. But if you want to get full upper B control, one way you can do it is run to van. Like you jump spot it, you molly that, and then you just jump up here where you're up, and then you just jump like this. I think we're gonna leave it with those. So we're gonna leave it with the fucking mid plays and the halls plays that I showed you, and just exclude B for now, and wrap it up like that.
So tell me you got it right now. Oh, you got it right now. Tell me you got it right now.